Hello everyone, my name is Kelsounds, and this is Series 3, Episode 2 of our Serum 2 sound design. Oh my gosh. So today we're going to be making like a bass, another bass, because I really like growl basses, and I'm going to cut that burp part out. But anyways, so yeah, I really like making the growl basses, and this is the first sound that we made, so a little recap here. This is what it sounds like. And the wavetable that we're going to be working with sounds like this. So this is what we're going to be importing into Serum 2. Sorry, that might be a little bit loud. But yeah, we're going to work with that and just do some sound design. So let me go ahead and import that sample into the wavetable. I'm going to go ahead and open up this thing over here and type in F0 because that was the note that I recorded it at. And it's called F0 square bass. And the first thing we're going to do is just process it. So I'm going to normalize same max from all frames. Okay, so I went ahead and just looked into the process, normalize each and normalize same really quickly, because I always do this, and I just kind of want to explain it really quickly. So I always see it like this, like normalize each is good, like if you don't really care too much about consistent volume, and then normalize same keeps the volume more consistent. I'm going to go ahead and remove DC offset really quickly. Normalize same max from all frames pretty much scans through the entire wavetable to find the loudest point in any of the frames, and then once it finds that loudest point, that determines like what the rest of the wavetable is going to sound like. So it like determines the normalization gain for the whole wavetable, and then that same gain is applied to every frame equally. So let's say like this frame right here was like the loudest peak, or has the loudest peak out of the entire wavetable. It's going to bring this loudest peak to 0, and it's going to apply that same gain that it used to bring this point to 0 to all of the frames in the entire wavetable. So instead of normalizing each frame independently, which is what the normalize each gain separately would do, it scans through the entire waveform and applies the same gain value to all of the frames in the wavetable, giving it like a more natural sounding volume. So if we were to just, well, for this sound, it's a little bit different because, I mean, it's already like super loud, so you won't really hear the difference. Like if I'm working with a pluck, for example, like the quieter parts are going to be really loud, and there won't really be any sort of dynamics in the wavetable. But if I wanted to preserve the volume, well, especially for a pluck, if I wanted to keep everything a little bit more natural, I would select normalize same instead of just boosting the volume. That's like the best way I guess I could explain it. But yeah, enough of all that shenanigans. Let's just go ahead and sound design. So I'm going to go ahead, and I don't remember if I did remove DC offset. I'm going to click that again, and then I'm going to, of course, normalize same max from all frames. Oh, whoops. And then I'm going to go to morph and hit crossfade. And let's see how this sounds. So, wavetable positioning. Oh, whoops. I think I'm going to select I'm going to turn this up actually. I'm going to select a smaller part of the wavetable. Kind of changes a little bit around here. Let's see. And then I'm going to do, I'm going to turn this down and do phase modulation from A. Turn the octave up by 1. And then turn this up a little bit. Oh, whoops, whoa. Triangle wave? Huh. Oh, kind of sounds a little bit different. I'm going to turn down the phase randomness here and do that. And I think I want to put a bandpass filter on this. Let's see. Maybe I'll control the cutoff. Ooh, okay, yeah. I like the way that sounds. I'm going to boost the res by a whole lot and then just kind of see how that sounds. Turn this down a little bit. And then I'm kind of going to do the same thing that we did in the last preset. Just going to apply the macro to the fine tune and turn this to 20% for both of the fine tunes. And I think I want to send the first filter to filter 2. And I really love like comb filters, so I'm going to do like a comb minus, turn the res up by a whole lot, and the drive up. Maybe I'll even automate or modulate the cutoff. Turn down the mix by quite a bit. Let's just see how that sounds. That might sound bad, but yeah, I don't know. I like that delay that the comb adds just because it's so resonant. Ooh, okay, I like that. What if I turn it to 70? Let's see. Maybe I'll bring down the mix a little bit. And then I can like go to the main effects. I'm gonna add an equalizer and set the, I'm gonna give it a high pass. Set the frequency to 220. And then kind of just bring the Q down a bit. This is gonna be at the end of the chain because I'm gonna send oscillator C directly out, and this is going to be our sub bass. Yeah, there we go. And then let's see, I'll kind of turn this down. Uh-oh. Oh, turn down the phase randomness, and then do this with the fine tune. There we go. I mean, that's obviously like, you can hear the comb effect, but I think it sounds kind of cool. And maybe I'll bring the highs up a little bit. And then I think there is, where's that? I think there's like a frequency shifter. It's the Bode. Yeah, there we go. Still learning how to use this, but I think you can set the range, and that gives it a more aggressive like shift with the frequencies, I think. Except I don't like that stereo happening. I don't know, maybe we can do something cool with the shift. That sounds dope. Maybe we can run it through a distortion and then just really push the sound. Oh, I'm going to add a utility as well and use the volume on the side here to turn down the signal. Let's see. Whoa. Ooh, that sounds dope. I feel like this as a one-shot would be cool. And then I think I'm going to compress it. And then of course add a OTT, my favorite effect. Kind of do some upwards compression, bring this up a little bit, and let's just see what that sounds like as we slowly bring in the mix. See what it sounds like without the bode. That sounds kind of dope. We can probably do something cool with this, maybe? Or what if we brought this down and brought this up by 2 octaves? That would sound weird. Maybe we won't use the bowed, but I like the way that sounds, and kind of bring this up a little bit more. Bring the utility down, maybe, and then turn the volume up. Yeah, I feel like this as a one-shot would be really cool. But yeah, I think that's our sound. And I'm just going to call this PM for phase modulation. Go ahead and get rid of those lows. Sweet. Yeah, that is our sound. I hope you guys enjoyed, and just for the timestamp, this is our final sound. Hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Adios.